Hello, welcome to another episode from Electronics Essay Type Questions. Right, today question is from operational amplifiers, and I'll give you a hint. It's from closed loop. So if you do not know the theories, it's okay. Just go back and check your theories and come back. Then do the question. First thing you need to do the question, right? Then after doing the question, yes, if you couldn't do the question, yes, go through with the video explanation. Even if you could do the question, just follow through the video explanation. You will learn something new. Right. This question is a bit different from the other questions for sure. So
Alright,
let's try it.
we are getting into the question now. I hope you have tried the question, and this is an essay type question. So first build an expression for the output of the circuit, right? So before building an expression, you should look into the second part of the question. Actually from the second part of the question, or later part of the questions, actually from an essay, actually you can get an idea. If you have no idea how to start the question, yes, you can take an idea from the other questions of an essay. So it's always better to look down the question. Find the value of R1 and R2 for the output voltage, and V0 equals minus, right? V1 and V2 are there. So we need to connect V1 and V2 with this V0, right? The second thing is we need to identify which type of question is this. This is operation amplifier, of course, and yes, it's closed loop question. So closed loop means there's a direct connection between the output and input. This is the feedback current. You should know these things, right? So let's say this current is I, so it comes up to here and it goes up to here, and it will get divided into two parts. Let's say I1 and I2, right? So this is how we connect the equation. I equals I1 plus I2. This I, actually that is connected to this V out. So this is how we get the connection. Again, if you have studied this type of questions, you know the potentials of these two terminals is 0. So the potential here, potential difference is 0. So potential here is 0. So the potential here is 0, right? So then we can find the V out, an expression for V out. So it's basically the potential difference across this 10 kilo ohms resistor. Let's apply V equals IR for this. So I into 10 to the power 3 ohms equals V out. So let's write it here. So V out equals I into 10 to the power 3. So V naught equals I into 10 to the power 3. So then we can connect this I from I1 and I2. So I1 plus I2 into 10 to the power 3 equals V out, right? We are getting closer to R1 and R2 now. So you can see the potential here is V1 and potential here is 0. So potential difference you can see it's V1. So what we have to do is we have to divide V1 by R1. So getting into the expression here again, so V naught will be equal to, let's write it like this way, V1 over R1 plus V2 over R2, that is into 10 to the power 3. This is our expression. Actually you can get different variations, but still this is the basic expression you can get, right? So this is actually here, it's the input is given to the inverting input, so the final answer has to be minus, yes, this expression, right? So this is our answer for the final answer, right? So second part of the question, find the values of R1 and R2 for the output voltage, right? So let's apply our values now. So V out, V naught equals, let's multiply 10 to the power 3 here. So V1 into 10 to the power 3 divided R1, V2 into 10 to the power 3 divided by R2, right? So V1, so the multiple of V1 is 2. So basically 2 equals 10 to the power 3 divided by R1. So what happens is R1 equals 10 to the power 3 divided by 2. So it's 0.5 into 10 to the power 3. Basically it's 500 ohms. First answer. Moving into the second part. right. It's 0.5 now, the multiple of V2. So it's 10 to the power 3 divided by R2, right? So R2 equals 10 to the power 3 divided by 0.5. It's, yeah, 2 into 10 to the power 3, that is 2 kilo ohms, right? We have both answers now. We have R1 and R2. Students, if you haven't done the other questions in this essay series, just I'm suggesting you to go back and try those questions as well. Just see whether you can do these questions. You will learn a lot from these questions.